Could artificial intelligence be the new weapon of choice in warfare? It might sound like a plot straight out of a sci-fi movie, but this is the question being asked today, in the real world. The integration of artificial intelligence in military operations no longer a distant concept. It's a reality. This shift brings with it a new set of ethical dilemmas and potential power dynamics. Imagine a future where wars are fought not by humans, but by algorithms. The recent deployment of Lavender AI by the Israeli army during the Gaza war raises some serious questions. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the future of warfare, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We'll keep bringing you more thought-provoking content like this. In 2021, a groundbreaking book titled The Human Machine Team was released. Penned under the pseudonym Brigadier General Y.S., the book became a catalyst for a heated discussion in the tech and military world. It was a bold advocate for the use of artificial intelligence in military operations, a concept that was met with both fascination and trepidation. The book's central premise was not just theoretical, it was the harbinger of a revelation that would stun the world: the existence of an AI program known as Lavender. Developed in secret and used by the Israeli army, Lavender was not just another AI, it was a potent tool of war, its purpose chillingly clear: to generate targets for airstrikes. Lavender's algorithms sifted through a myriad of data, marking thousands of individuals as potential targets. It was a stark example of a machine making decisions that were once the exclusive domain of humans, decisions that bore life and death consequences. However, the reality of Lavender's operation was far from the clinical precision one might expect from an AI. The program was heavily relied upon, often without thorough verification of its decisions. It was a trust that led to indiscriminate bombings, the destruction of homes, and tragically, civilian casualties. The Israeli army's reliance on Lavender marked a shift in their targeting policies. It allowed for the acceptance of civilian deaths as collateral damage, a departure from previous practices. This change, facilitated by the cold logic of an AI, brought forth a new and disturbing dimension to warfare. But as we now know, the reality of Lavender AI's deployment was far more complex and devastating. The story of Lavender is a sobering reminder of the potential consequences when we cede too much control to machines, especially in matters of life and death. It is a lesson that we must take to heart as we continue to explore the role of AI in our future. During the Gaza war, the Israeli army heavily relied on Lavender's decisions. This phrase echoed through the corridors of military command, signifying a new era of warfare where artificial intelligence was not just an assistant, but a major decision-maker. Lavender, the AI system, played a crucial role in the conflict, marking thousands of Palestinians as potential targets. But it wasn't just the sheer numbers that were alarming, it was the fallout. Civilian casualties began to mount, a tragic consequence of relying on an algorithm that couldn't differentiate between an enemy combatant and a civilian. This lack of distinction, this inability to discern, was further amplified by a lack of thorough verification of Lavender's decisions. The Israeli army, entrusting their targeting to a machine, often unleashed hellfire without a second thought. The result? Indiscriminate bombings of homes, places where people sought refuge from the chaos outside, were reduced to rubble. Now it's important to note, war isn't neat, it's messy and chaotic. But there's a line between targeting enemy combatants and causing unnecessary civilian casualties. Lavender, for all its sophistication, couldn't see that line. It couldn't understand the complexities of war, the human elements that can't be quantified or programmed. And it wasn't just the AI's fault. The army also permitted the killing of civilians as collateral damage, a departure from previous practices. This shift in targeting policies, driven by the cold efficiency of an AI, ignored the human cost of war. It ignored the fact that behind each target was a person, a life, a story. And so, the Gaza war became not just a conflict between nations, but a battlefield for the future of warfare. It became a cautionary tale of what happens when we let machines make decisions that have life or death consequences. The shift in targeting policies resulted in a tragic loss of innocent lives. This is the harsh reality of AI in warfare. It's a reality that we must confront if we are to responsibly integrate these technologies into our defense strategies. The deployment of Lavender AI has far-reaching implications, not just for warfare, but also for the tech industry and the stock market. Consider the potential future uses of AI like Lavender by countries such as Russia or the USA. With the rapid progress in technology, it's not far-fetched to imagine a future where AI systems are extensively deployed for military operations. Lavender AI, for instance, could be utilized to streamline target selection, reduce human error, and potentially save lives by minimizing collateral damage. However, the ethical implications of such use cannot be ignored. The possibility of AI systems making life or death decisions is a daunting prospect that raises serious questions about accountability and transparency. Moreover, the lack of human oversight could lead to catastrophic outcomes, as was evident in the Gaza war. Now let's switch gears and examine the repercussions on the tech industry and the stock market. The increased use of AI in warfare could accelerate the growth of the tech industry, especially companies specializing in AI and machine learning. This could, in turn, impact the stock market positively, as investors may see potential for significant returns in these sectors. However, it's worth noting that the militarization of AI could lead to tighter regulations and increased scrutiny of tech companies. This could dampen investor enthusiasm and potentially lead to market volatility. And then there's the matter of public sentiment. If the use of AI in warfare is perceived negatively by the public, it could lead to a backlash against tech companies involved in such projects, affecting their reputation and stock value. In essence, the deployment of AI in warfare could be a double-edged sword. It could lead to significant advancements and economic growth, but it could also result in ethical quandaries, regulatory challenges, and public backlash. The question remains, is the world ready for the era of AI warfare? The deployment of Lavender AI marked a significant shift in warfare tactics. This artificial intelligence program, born out of a need for advanced military operations, was unveiled in all its controversial grandeur during the Gaza war. Lavender AI, with its automated target production process, has changed the landscape of warfare, raising questions about the ethics and accountability of using such technology. This AI, which identified thousands of potential targets, often without thorough verification, led to indiscriminate bombings and civilian casualties. It's a chilling reminder of what technology, in the hands of unchecked power, can lead to. Looking ahead, the implications of AI like Lavender are vast. Countries like Russia and the USA could potentially adopt similar technology, affecting not just the future of warfare but also the tech industry and the stock market. As these AI programs become more prevalent, ethical considerations and regulations will need to keep pace. As we grapple with the ethical and practical implications, one thing is clear: AI warfare is no longer just a concept, it's a reality.